And we're live. Don't mind Chubby, guys. He's on drugs.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, we're here.
Going
We're
on?
live.
What up? What up? What up?
What's up with it? How y'all
Long
doing?
time no chat.
Yeah, man.
In a minute.
Listen, Riv wasn't around for the last one. We share this bitch so we can get a couple people up in.
Yeah.
Try to get Swift in for the next
Better be in for the next one.
Zell, get out of there.
All right, we got a couple shares in there. Let's do this. So what's
Get
new
it.
in what's new in the life of Riv? He wasn't here last week, so see what's going on in Riv's life.
Working more work, man.
Yeah, I feel that.
Just been focused on working on some YouTube content and I mean pretty much that's it. And the Facebook content and all the mumbo jumbo I've been working on. But other than that, man, like I said, it's just been a grind.
Yes, sir. So I wanted to bring something up. I thought was funny. We've been talking about this shit all week at work, and I think it'd be fun to bring up here and get people's opinions on and get see what they have to say about it. So one of our coworkers decided to ask us a random ass question: if we had to fight the same animal every day, and the animal has to be a 50-50 fight, right? There is no you're gonna beat his ass every time. It's gonna beat your ass every time. It's a fair fight. What would it be, right? Me personally, I don't know what the fuck it would be. I have no idea what kind of animal would kick my ass, but I can also kick its ass. I'm a pretty big dude. But a bear's gonna fuck me up. A kangaroo's gonna fuck me up. So I don't know where I fall with that. Ray says a chimpanzee. Ray is sold that he can fuck up a chimpanzee, or at least run away from it.
Man,
I'm outrun him.
No way.
I'm outrun him.
All right, so these were the stipulations that I came up with when we got this, because we're gonna go into something else too. That another one of our guys said I think it's fucking wild, but it's just funny as hell. So the only rule is whatever animal this is that you fight, right? Because we've been arguing about this shit all week long. You have to walk up to it, right? Slap it in the face. It has to know you're engaging. It has to it's on. Smoke. All the smoke. It needs to know that this shit is about to go down. And that's when the fight starts. There's no sneak attacks. So
Get away.
Big Sean says that he would fight a small bear, like a 2-year-old bear. Now,
He's very specific about the age there too.
She said 2-year-old bear. Yeah. He says that 2-year-old bear is probably about Truby size. Like probably almost exactly Truby size. And Truby, please tell me you're pulling up a baby bear.
No, I'm looking for the weight, the size, just the general.
He is convinced that he can fight a baby bear and come out on top. I don't know how he thinks that a 50-50 fight with him and a bear is a thing. He said that or like a mountain lion. I was like, really? Like, I feel like no matter what you fight, it's gonna tear you the fuck up.
Mountain lion, I think he's crazy, but the bear, he might actually have a chance.
I mean, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic, man.
If it's a cub, that's the thing. He said it's like a 2-year-old bear.
I feel like a 2-year-old bear is big as fuck. That's 2 years.
I do too.
I feel like a 2-year-old bear is not a cub anymore. That's a big motherfucker.
I ain't fighting no bear. Well, I'm not even Listen, I'm not even surviving. See if he catches.
The
I think
reality,
I could outrun him, but
the reality of the situation is Sean is practically the size of a small bear. He's a big motherfucker.
he is.
But bears just have so much more. So
Body
much
mass.
more. Like, just so
Yeah.
much more. Like they're big as fuck. They bite. They got claws. Like, you're going over there just fist blazing. They go in there and square up with a bear, like head up. They fist everything they got. It's crazy. I just I don't see that happening. But so Riv said that Riv said that if they're in an open field, and he slaps a chimpanzee, and the chimpanzee knows it's on, it's war, that he can outrun that chimpanzee.
Man.
Listen, if you're fast, you might get the head start on that chimpanzee, you might be ahead of it, but eventually that open field's got to end, and he's not going to get tired. Once if he catches off one thing to swing off of, you better hope to God he falls. If he doesn't slip on whatever he tries to grab onto, you are fucked. I think it's going to tear you up, throw shit at you.
That's crazy.
Apparently, they like to throw poop. That's the thing. But yeah, we've had a lot of talk about fighting animals. There's a lot of animal abuse going on this past week at work. And I thought it'd be funny to bring it onto the podcast and talk about it because, you know, what else are we gonna talk about right now? The war in Russia. That's important.
Yeah.
I
think I'd go for like a cobra. You know,
a cobra.
One and done. Just face off with a quick deadly snake or something.
I'll pass on that.
You'll fight a chimp but not a cobra?
Listen, man. Chimpanzee doesn't scare me, man. And they could be cool. Yeah, but a cobra?
You gotta remember that rule one is you're slapping in the face, you're engaging. Engage. We're doing this. It's gonna happen. Unless he's like submissive, unless you got a submissive chimp.
Do I gotta snap the snake in the face too? Because that seems like counterproductive.
Yes, absolutely.
Shit.
I mean, the snake's gonna want smoke no matter what. There's no way whatsoever that snake doesn't want smoke anyway. But yeah, I think it's only fair that no matter what the instance is, you got to slap and it's on.
Right.
So one
That's
of our
an important stipulation.
Absolutely. So one of our younger guys, Jake, he is, and this came up out of nowhere. Like, I just came into work one day and they just started riffing about this. This man is convinced 1,000% that he can fight 100 geese, like all at the same time. Like, there's 100 geese coming at him, he's coming out on top, or at least walking away from it. Like, bro, I don't know if you've seen some geese, bro, but them geese don't fucking play. Them, like, I was showing him a video because I was like, there's no way you're fighting off 100 geese. Like, that's not happening. I showed a video to him of one goose. It was just a goose and like a businessman. The businessman got his little suitcases walking by. This goose is gangster as fuck. Like, the goose is like chasing him, trying to squawk at him, no reason whatsoever, just trying to get at him. And the dude's like scared shitless. Like, imagine 100 of those gangsta ass. Like, nah, bro, it's out.
Yeah, I won't mess with a goose.
That thing's a vicious as fuck.
I've seen people get pecked, yo. I'm good.
That shit's out. It's just super wild.
Don't peck me, bro.
Nah, not at all. Yeah, so just so everyone knows, animal abuse is not okay. But we did say to Jake that if we ever ran into a goose while we was out and about, just one goose, we are expecting him to fight that goose. just for the one time.
All right, we're taking them to Burpon then,
Yeah,
because
That's
Yeah, I see Jake
they're
walking
there
up.
all summer, all summer long.
I can see Jake just walking up, just like, "Ah, you did me." Wham! Just getting wrecked out.
he's gonna
Cold clock
engage,
and a goose.
or he's gonna go to engage. He's gonna stutter step, and that goose is gonna fuck him up. It's one or the other. I don't think he goes through and actually like slaps or hits the geese. I think he's just gonna tear him the fuck up. He's gonna come out of that bitch with rabies and like whatever the fuck else that shit carries on it. I don't know what geese carry on them, but I feel like we should call him Jakey Goose from now on. I love Jakey Goose.
Jake E. Goose.
Jakey Goose. Oh yeah, that's the middle initial. Uh, yeah, man. So aside from the animal abuse, I know you guys have been talking about the Russia thing for a while now, because you guys actually like read up on the shit. Uh, I don't, so I'm kind of oblivious to everything that's happening with the Russian thing. All I know is they invaded Ukraine. Someone said something about Chernobyl. Like, why fuck with Chernobyl again? Like, what's the point? But like, what exactly is happening? Can you like explain to me like I'm a 5-year-old? What's happening?
Well, Russia's been at war with Ukraine since 2008, I think.
Okay,
Pretty
So,
much, yeah.
no, maybe 2014. Sorry, totally wrong there. But like for a minute, they've just finally invaded. I mean, this has been happening all along,
it
though.
was just a game of double dutch, just waiting to fucking jump in and just like, all right, no, not ready yet. Then you finally just went for it.
Yeah, remember what we did to Iraq under Bush?
Yeah,
That's what Putin's doing right now. Oil is going up worldwide. Same thing. Like, and we're pointing fingers.
we are. Like
We're
as
good
a
at that.
like America is pointing fingers,
Yeah,
and
of
we're
course.
involved. We're involved. Why?
Allies. Ukraine's its own sovereign country. Russia says it's not. That's part of the conflict.
Fucking allies.
They don't recognize them. They don't recognize them. They're acting like they're squatters.
Uh, yeah, that's unfortunate. So like, what's the end game here? Like, Ukraine's just gone. Is that the end game?
I honestly don't know what Putin is trying to do here. I'm sure it involves money somehow.
Oh, I'm sure
I think
money's
it's,
always the answer.
I think it's more than money, though.
Like what?
Maybe he's taken over Ukraine so his buddy Donald Trump has a new place to live. I don't
I
know.
think it has a lot to do with resource. I think it has a lot to do with them getting the Soviet Union back together. I think
I
think
mean,
it's deeper than just money.
is Ukraine a resourceful place? I mean,
Yes,
yeah.
incredibly.
They have a lot of oil. They have a lot of mining materials and stuff like that.
All right.
Russia's currently occupying them like militarily,
Right.
like just walking around with guns, saying like, "Hey man, stand down. We don't want the smoke."
But they're fighting back.
Oh yeah, fighting back. They're
Yeah.
definitely fighting back. They've gotten people all over the world joining. There's been even a couple of U.S. vets that's packed their bags and went over there to help out voluntarily.
Shit.
People all over the world are volunteering helping. I mean,
Yeah. Ukrainian people are very. They have a lot of balls. Let's say, there's people walking up to the soldiers unarmed, just being like, "Hey man, here's a bag of sunflower seeds. Just hoping when you die, something nice will grow in your place." Like,
Damn, that's fucking ruthless.
yeah, there's a video of a middle-aged woman walking up to an armed soldier, like going off on him about it. It's amazing.
Yeah. See, I I tend to stay away from like the news in general because I feel like it's nothing but depressing, fucking crazy ass shit. Uh, I'm down to talk about whatever, but it's very very rare that I actually watch the news because the news is meant to is to spread negativity. I feel like
Yeah,
you're,
definitely.
you're never gonna see the you know the one armed basketball player who's almost has a scholarship on the news. You're gonna see that on YouTube and TikTok,
Right.
Which is fucked up. You know what I mean? Uh, that's one of the only times I'm like thankful for social media is the people who don't get a voice because the news is
Right.
just negative voice all the time.
Pretty true.
It's like here's what's going on in the world. It's all bad. Here's your weather. It's probably wrong, and here's more bad news. And I feel like that's like the entire show, and they're all happy and smiling about it.
Up next, our best guess at the weather.
Right. Especially in fucking New England, it's like the worst. Like, hey, it might snow tomorrow. We don't know. Could possibly rain. You could probably get in your pool. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like today was like, I went outside in a t-shirt and shorts. What the fuck is that? And tomorrow I'll probably have to have a Scully and gloves on.
Definitely a jacuzzi day.
Yeah, if it was a nice day today, it means we're getting like a foot of snow later in the week, right?
Yeah, no shit. There's no
in between.
There's no in between. It's here's a little carrot. Here's the dick. that's that's generally New England weather. I mean, I tend not to even look at the forecast anymore. I'm just like, you know what? Let's wake up and see what it's like today. Because it's all bullshit. It's always bullshit there too. They'll have us prepping for a big ass snowstorm. We're supposed to get 8 to 10 inches, 12 inches, 2 feet. Then it ends up being a light dusting. Like, all right, all the stores are out of water and toilet paper now, and we had a dusting. Spent all of our money. So,
Well, there's no snow in our future right now, so
not yet.
Coming for you, Jake.
it's crazy. It's like 58 right now. So today was about like 61. It feels like 58 right now.
Yeah.
And tomorrow's supposed to be 58 as well. Oh wow. For most of this week it's gonna be 50.
Should be sending subliminal messages at Jake.
Right.
Spring is
Going
coming.
down, Jake. You're going down. Honk.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just to show you how I put up with that work all the time.
Oh shoot.
But you know what? It gets us through our day. Sometimes those days are whack. We have to make sure we clip that and show Jake.
Oh, I'm clipping that.
He's gonna be so confused. Like, what the?
That's
Oh man, 100 geese. I feel like once 100 geese come at you and they start like flapping their wings, like even if they're not flying, that's just a gust of bullshit in your face. Like it's just gonna be suffocating.
Jake might be like short, but like he's solid though, man. Like I feel like one big sock at the geese's like face and he might knock it out.
That's 1 out of 100.
I mean, I don't think geese are that smart to like really like surround him. They kind of come in just a pack, so like if they're waddling at you, just one at a time, wham, wham. So he might be able to take them on.
he was talking about using a Spartan tactic, like get them all in like an alley, have them all come at him like one by one, and just start like fucking them up. Like, I don't know if that's gonna work, bro.
That's funny.
But anyway, the main reason why we came on here, we wanted to talk about getting back to normal, getting us back on the air more frequently. Um, obviously last week, Truby and I took over and did some talking about some shit. This week, we're just bullshitting a little bit and riff back into it. Next week, we're expecting Swift back. He actually talked to us today and told us that he couldn't get on today. So it was no surprise to us that he's not here. So this one will probably be short and sweet. It's probably not going to be a whole hour or anything like that. It's really just we're getting back and making sure you guys know that we're here. We plan on being more consistent and like we said last time. Where do you find all this geese shit?
Yo, you know what? I'd be so zoomed into like the conversation, whatever, like what you're saying. I'll be so engaged. I just take a look over and Truby's doing something crazy. Yo.
Like, where's all this goose shit coming from? You got mad goose shit.
Doesn't everybody?
I guess. I mean, I guess Jake has mad goose problems.
Mad goose problems.
Mad goose. Like, who knew OBS had this much shit for geese?
It's like Duck Hunt.
Jake probably goes home and angrily plays Duck Hunt. Just like so angry at geese. I want to know how that conversation came up with him too. Because Dave just came out there and was like, all right, Scott, listen.
But like, why 100?
100 was the fucking number they threw at me. Like normally you would say like 10, 15, maybe 20. 100 geese, bro. It's crazy as fuck.
So many geese.
Caution, geese. And I can see him walking up to a goose with like a piece of bread, trying to bribe it, and just like pulling the bread away and slapping it. And that goose just fucking him up. Like that's exactly how it's gonna go. It's not gonna be a quick thing. But yeah, anyway, like I said, Swift said he will be back next week. If he's not, we will.
What did Swift say he would fight?
He said the same thing Ray said, a monkey, chimpanzee.
Did he?
No way, man. I wouldn't.
He did. And Jay's like 90 pounds soaking wet with a bad back. That monkey's going to whoop his ass.
I could definitely outrun a chimpanzee.
I'm telling you, bro, once it catches a hold of something, it can swing one swing and that's it. It starts swinging at you.
He better get a good ass jump. I'm gonna be on my Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna be on my Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna be out. These ain't catching me, man.
Ray versus Bubbles. Like, look at that right there. In that environment right there, that monkey got your ass.
I'm alright.
Oh yeah. When open field, I'm gone.
Even that's too many trees.
Nah, that's blur lines. Super Saiyan here.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yo.
So next week, what do we want to talk about next week? What do we want to do?
Oh man, excuse me.
Great question.
Like, we always mean to talk about it while we're at work, but then work shit happens and we don't get to talk about it at work. And like the group chat, whenever I message the group chat, it's always at a bad time. And by the time everyone sees it, it's like super late. So like,
Man, y'all should have brought that party you had last night to this.
Jesus Christ, yeah, that was something else.
Speaking of Swift.
That was a fun conversation.
That was a fun conversation.
Yeah, we can't really let them in on that one. Yeah, long story short, some bullshit happened at work, and we found nothing but funny shit to say about it. Mostly haircuts. People's hair is out of control. Like, I don't know how you describe it. It's like someone had a coloring book of George Jefferson and only finished it halfway. I don't know how else to describe it. That shit looks crazy.
Like a hairline.
That shit look out of control. It was crazy. Uh, yeah, I want to try and give the people something to look forward to for next week. So I was trying to think of some shit, think of some ideas, shit just to shoot at each other or whatever. But I also want something that all four of us will be engaged with, or at least you three will be engaged with, and I'll just be a smart ass about shit.
Yeah. We'll definitely we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it so we can talk about it. That's our show.
Yeah. Like we're gonna talk about what came up.
That's our show.
Dad jokes. We're all dads. We have to appreciate dad jokes here and there. Speaking of dads,
Yeah,
I really want to get Sam in here. Sam's one of our most loyal fans in here. She goes on this huge rant if you talk about Batman, and I really want her to go on her tangent about Batman on here. Very unpopular opinion, but it is fucking comical. I at least want to get a video of her ranting about it and play it on here. But like Sam has serious beef with Batman.
Oh.
So I kind of want to get a video of her riffing about that. It's it might be worse than Sean's riff on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
get them both on there.
Right? Sean has a death gripe with Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and it goes into another tangent about how Willy Wonka is a serial killer. It's just this big thing, and he does not hold back at all. It's amazing. I would love to get videos of those guys riffing about that and just kind of give our opinions on it.
So what does she like? Hate Batman?
Yes, absolutely.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she thinks Batman's the absolute worst. He's a spoiled bitch with daddy issues. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's the gist of her shit.
Makes sense.
Not sure how I feel about that shirt, but
Yo, what?
Is that like Fortnite Batman?
Right? That's wild. Doing a shimmy.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh man.
Oh, it's the armored knight Batman. The shaken's weird.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you have all this is weird. Like, you have something for everything we talk about. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's
Brian,
crazy.
you guys switch it up pretty quick. It's hard to keep up.
Well, you know, we're in left field somewhere. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about Seizure Batman.
Yeah, he looked like he's losing it. I
Yeah,
thought
he's
he was
like,
DJ. I thought he was DJing for a second, and then he just went into full like.
yeah, I'm really
zone.
confused right now.
Can we call him
Is-
Chicken Seizure Batman?
He looks more like Dr. Claw Batman. Like, it's like, that looks like Dr. Claw to me.
Dr. Claw.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Oh, that show was so bad. I never liked that show.
that was pretty good though.
That was a great impression.
Thank you.
But I can't say I was never a Mr. Gadget guy ever.
Oh, I was. Go Gadget. That was my man.
Yeah, who's your favorite detective? That's a good one.
Batman, hands down.
Batman's yours. Definitely not Sam's.
Nope.
Inspector
Batman.
Gadget wasn't a really great detective, honestly.
I like Carmen
The best-
Sandiego. She was cool.
She was alright. Sherlock Holmes, the best detective.
I ain't mad at that. He is like the detective.
Yeah.
Like him, Dick Tracy, and Batman.
Holmes is the go-to. Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy. I forgot about him. That's the man, right?
There was a whole slew of great like detective TV shows too. Like
There were. There still are. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is technically a detective TV show.
it's true. I always loved Monk too.
That show is.
Monk is alright.
I love
Shows-
that guy. He's
It's
so
weird.
Brooklyn
Yeah.
Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine's great.
I love that fucking show.
That show is weird, but it's funny. It's funny.
It's way out there, man.
That show is definitely funny.
I was telling True the other day. My favorite thing about one of my favorite things about that show is the police captain is really like bland and really and he's gay. Like the character is gay, but he's really like bland and like one tone doesn't change at all. Like he's just like the Allstate guy. He's like the Allstate guy. They're like the same fucking person. Monotone.
Yeah, like monotone, no
Very-
emotion, no
Right, no emotion.
no
like,
inflection.
and actually, you can't see it because it's so dark. But this is my Captain Holt shirt.
Is it?
And, every face is the same. And
Love it.
it says like happy, mad, all that stuff. But when he has to go undercover and he has to play a heterosexual person, he always goes out of his way to make sure he is not gay. Like it's not a normal thing. Like he's like, me and my female wife with her big female heavy breasts. And he talks about like the thigh gap. He's like, the thigh gap's the most invigorating part on a woman because it shows a clear absence of a penis. No one says that, but he's trying to make the point known that he is not a gay police captain. He is just heterosexual Bob.
He does kind of overdo it.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of my favorite things he does. I love that shit. But yeah, man. I say we try on not liking the mustache. That one's a little better.
Still a little rough.
I'm trying to think what days we're all there together. What's Tuesday look like? You working Tuesday morning?
It's a better mustache. I'm not on Tuesday.
You're not on Tuesday. Maybe
No.
maybe me and Ray can corner Jay into in the dish
Oh,
in
no.
the Christ.
I mean, he said next week anyway, so
Right, but
Yeah.
I think we should be somewhat prepared of what we're gonna do.
oh yeah, sure.
feel like a bellhop.
Somewhat. I feel like that, like you're a bellhop in like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, or like what's the other one? Weekend at Bernie's. Like,
Oh man,
it looks
I
like
haven't
someone's carrying you.
Yeah.
Weekend at Bernie's. I haven't seen that in years. That was my movie.
I gotta tell Jackie tomorrow too. I figured out what we're doing for trivia this week. We're gonna do one hit wonders in the '80s.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
One hit wonders in the 80s. That's going to be a good one.
One hit wonders in the '80s. But me and myself, I need to get some rest because I'm not feeling too hot.
Heard that, man.
I just for the people who are watching and are loyal here, I almost didn't come on tonight because I've been battling my stomach all night. Grease and water just doesn't mix inside of me, so I've been battling within myself all night. And Ray actually walked in the living room like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like hunched over the couch, like in death.
I thought he was sleeping.
Nah, man, I
Wow.
was in pain. And thank you, President Truby. You're like the next president of Idiocracy. Like after Terry Crews, after
Camacho.
Camacho, it's you. But I do need to get some rest, especially because 6 o'clock's gonna come really fast.
Yeah.
I do have inventory in the morning. Normally I could stay on longer and I can fight it and all that and get through until 10 o'clock, but I'm really not feeling well. I feel like it's we can just keep this one short and sweet. Kind of let everyone know, Jay's talking about being back next week. All four of us should be back. We should have something fresh to talk about. Some funny shit, some serious shit. Who knows?
Raw material, baby.
That's it. But expect the return of Swift next week. And if he's not back next week, we are going to hang him up by his balls and beat him with sticks. That's the only thing I can think of. That's all we got.
He'll be back next week.
Rough.
I'll make sure of it.
Yeah,
Any closing words for Jake and his goose?
Yeah, man, you can't win. Can't win, Rock.
It's coming for him.
Yeah, that
Goose.
there's no air on Mars. We ain't winning that, Rocky. But I'm gonna sign off myself. I appreciate those who did come in here and stop by. I wasn't expecting this to be a lively stream. I just wanted to keep my word and make sure everybody knew, like, I'm gonna be here because it was like a very, very last minute decision of me coming back on here tonight. I pretty much told Truby I'm not, and told Ray I'm gonna do it. So
I didn't think you were gonna.
Before we end this though,
what's up?
I got a question for you. I got a question for everybody and
Yes.
everybody watching.
What's good?
Do you know what happens when you cut the light out?
Nope. It's dark.
Mm.
Do you know what happens when you cut the light off?
It gets dark. That's all I got. There it is.
There it is.
And there was two.
And then there were two.
But yeah, on a serious note, I'm gonna jump off of here and try and take care of myself because I will be at work tomorrow. Race
Oh man.
Ray needed that, guys.
I needed that.
Just like he needs the hands in Magic. We're gonna play Magic the Gathering really soon.
Oh yeah. You and
Well-
Joel gotta come get these paws.
We both got our decks, and we need to square up eventually.
I'm ready.
But yeah, man. We'll try and post some shit later on in the week so you guys know what's up. Either way, we'll be here next week. Expect Swift. Expect all four of us, and we're gonna talk about something next week. We'll see what's up.
Hell yeah.
Talk
See
about it.
y'all next week.
Back.
Yeah. Night all.